Hello and welcome to another episode of the GFL Interviews. Today, me and my broadcasting partner, kidjoe, will be interviewing one of the Colts players, Chaze Gaming, who happens to be another member of the media team. So let's just go
Yeah.
ahead and get this started.
All right.
Joe, would you like to start?
You can start.
Alright. So, Chaze, I would like to first off say congratulations on your guys' big playoff win over the
Mm-hmm.
Dolphins yesterday.
Yeah.
Looking at the current playoff brackets, it appears that you guys will either be playing the Eagles or the Lions. So, how do you feel about your potential opponents?
So how we feel is we're trying to. What we want is the Lions. We want Lions to get forfeit win because Vert said his Eagles are kind of inactive. So I'm guessing Lions might get forfeit win. It's probably not going to happen, but I want Bucks to beat the Patriots, and then I think it'll probably be a lot easier to make the Super Bowl, or even win the Super Bowl. But I'm feeling in the middle. But yeah, that's all.
Well, after the shenanigans that went down in the Oilers Steelers game and
Uh,
in the Rams and Buccaneers game, you guys are currently the highest seed remaining in the playoffs. So, how does that make you feel?
Makes me feel great. We need to fix some things. If you didn't know, Caillou, our general manager, just got off unbanned for non-doxing. There was a false ban that he was doxing, but he wasn't. So I got him unbanned. So I think next season. But right now, I think we don't have our starting QB. He was our starting QB, so we don't. I, it's a hit or miss. I don't. It feels great, but I don't think it might not stay for that long.
Okay.
So but that's it.
Oh, okay. So I have a question. What do you think your biggest weakness is going to into your next game?
Probably inactive. Inactive. If we have people in active, probably offense. If I'm being honest. We don't have, as I said, we don't have a starting QB. He got banned, but he's unbanned now. But he still cannot play because we can't sign during playoffs. So I don't know. I feel like I don't really know. But I think I'm pretty sure it's offense. But if it's not that, it's probably not being active. So yeah, that's it.
Okay. Cowboy?
Alright, so my next question is about the playoff game with the Dolphins. So, when the Dolphins were making or were attempting to make their comeback, was there any stress among the players that they might be able to do it?
Oh yeah, heck yeah! In the voice call, I'm like, oh no, there's no way we're gonna lose to a D4 team. I just didn't, I didn't think. So we just kept pushing, and then we kind of saw their weakness a little bit, like when we were lobbing. As you could see, we're just kind of lobbing it up, and our team was getting it. Devontae was getting a lot of them, but we kind of abused their deep a little bit. Like I got like 2 really deep catches on them. We started seeing their weakness, abusing their deeps and stuff. So yeah. So we were just in voice call. We're just like, oh no, we're gonna lose to D for team. But then we just started, getting up.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, out of every team in the playoffs, who are y'all most afraid of? Like, who do you think will do the best out of the remaining teams in the playoffs?
The
Besides yourself,
Patriots.
the Patriots.
Yeah.
It's a fair
Okay.
pick.
Mm-hmm. I would say the Eagles, but didn't you see them almost lose to the Eagles? But
Well,
they somehow got a forfeit win because they had a legal walk-on or something, or they had a walk-on during playoffs or something.
yeah.
But yeah. So I'm not really scared of the Eagles. We're not really scared of the Eagles as much as the Patriots.
Not a question, but the Eagles versus Lions game, 30 minutes. You'll see who y'all will be playing in the second round then.
Yep, I'm gonna watch it for sure. I'm gonna watch it on Twitch if you guys stream it. But I'm just I'm a little worried, nervous, but because the Eagles are still a good team, but you know um as Vert said, a lot of his starters they're not like his team isn't active, so maybe he didn't have his starters on against the Cardinals. I don't know, but so I'm just a little worried about that game. I'm hoping Lions win because then it'd be a free win, probably, maybe. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking about that game.
All right. Well, I just gotta think like I want one or two more questions. So you said you'd be watching that game, the Lions and Eagles game. So does that mean like, depending on who your opponent was, if there was film, you would watch it and maybe try and convince your team to watch it to like study
Yeah,
their
yeah,
game plan?
yeah. If you didn't know, I've been watching on YouTube. I've just been watching like all the games who that we might first. I've just been watching, looking at their how they play, their weaknesses and stuff. And it's helped. So I'm just gonna keep playing. I'm just gonna keep watching film. I'm definitely gonna watch this film. See, if Vert's team if are even really good, But they are good, but you know what I mean. Like their weaknesses, their weak spot, their weak spots.
Their scheme.
Yeah, their schemes.
So, I got two questions. I asked this to every team. What do y'all do to prepare for each game every week?
Okay, so we're in like 8 different leagues, so he
Dang.
usually just says an announcement, yo, we have a game at 8, and then usually we like try to get everybody active. Sometimes they're not active, sometimes they are. As you remember in the Dolphins game, there's like people inactive, active, inactive, but we we usually just say, hey, it's a game. Like we can do this, just hype them up in the chat. But yeah, that's what we usually do.
Okay, and the second question, what kind of defense do y'all usually run in games?
We usually zone. We usually do a lot of zone. Um, we sometimes, we when they're kind of close to the goal line, we will do middle linebacker. Like the middle linebacker will blitz sometimes, but it just depends. As you could see probably when you watch, but and then just some of the free safety would just kind of stay in the middle because they're close to the goal line, so it's kind of easier. But yeah, that's a little bit how we play. That's our defense, but we usually do zone, and usually sometimes that when we're close to the goal line.
Okay, Cowboy.
I've got nothing else left to say.
I think I'm good. I think we can finish it here.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I thank everyone for listening into this interview. And
Thank you for having me.
thank you for joining us, Chaze. And
hmm
with nothing else left to say, I
No,
am the Cowboy Crab,
I'm Kid Joe.
And I'm
and
Chaze.
we thank you for listening into this interview, and we hope to see you all in the rest of the playoffs. Goodbye.
See you.